This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday in the morning sprint.
Mark Peterson is tracking another warm day in your midweek forecast, and Olivia Roberts has new information about COVID cases among children.
But first, to Destiny Richards following breaking news on Spokane's South Hill.
That's right. We're on the South Hill at Grand and 14th Avenue, where the police here are investigating a crash. As you can see, heavy police presence here, and Grand Boulevard is actually blocked going both ways. Traffic is only able to turn west on 14th Avenue. We don't know much yet, but we do see here a crashed bike in the road, and police have called this an active crime scene, so they're still investigating. Just be aware of traffic blockage as you're coming through the area. We're hoping to learn more about what happened here this morning.
In our first alert weather, boy, I tell you what, 62 degrees. It's a mild start to the day. Smoke and winds are going to be with us. We're going to have, again, we're in moderate right now when it comes to our air quality, so be aware of that. The 24-hour forecast has us with morning clouds, and by mid-morning to afternoon, sunshine. It's going to be gorgeous. Again, a morning sprinkle possible, and afternoon sunshine is probable.
Well, breaking news this morning out of Richmond, Virginia, where the long-standing Robert E. Lee statue was just taken down. Its removal comes a week after the state's governor won the right to take it down, citing the pain felt across the country over the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis. The one-of-a-kind piece used to be part of a collection of 4 other massive Confederate statues in Richmond, but the city removed the others last summer. The statue will be cut into pieces so that it can be stored in a secure location.
For the first time in state history, North Idaho has moved its hospitals into crisis care. The dire situation means crisis standards of care have been enacted in 10 hospitals, including Kootenai Health. The care we are all used to is conventional care, meaning the usual staff and available beds and so far hospital spaces and treatments. But in crisis care, supplies and staff are lacking. In the most extreme shortages, resources may go to patients who have the best chance of survival, or patients may be moved to rooms not meant to hold patients to begin with.
Idaho has been on the road to hit crisis care levels. The state has been breaking records, and Kootenai Health did over the weekend. The hospital took in 113 COVID-19 patients. 39 of them needed critical care. 21 had to go on a ventilator. Between mid-May and September, 90% of people who tested positive haven't been fully vaccinated. According to the Mayo Clinic, Idaho has the lowest vaccination rate in the nation now.
Meanwhile, Washington is not at crisis levels of care yet, and the state is doing whatever it can to keep from getting there. Today, there are more than 1,600 people hospitalized with COVID in Washington. More than 250 of them are on ventilators, up 34% from just last week. Idaho's crisis care announcement means Washington hospitals may have to start turning away out-of-state patients.
As the last wave of students head back to school this morning, COVID cases among children are skyrocketing. More than 250,000 children tested positive just in the last week. That's more than a quarter of the total number of cases reported over that period. The American Academy of Pediatrics says it's also the biggest increase since the start of the pandemic. While most pediatric cases are not severe, there were just shy of 2,400 kids in hospitals across the country with COVID last week, more than ever before. COVID cases in children dipped early in the summer, but quickly rose again, both with the spread of the Delta variant and because vaccines are not authorized for children younger than 12. As of now, half of children aged 12 to 15 have received at least one dose. That number climbs to 58% for 16 and 17-year-olds. While younger kids wait to get the shot, top health officials say the key to keeping classrooms open will be masks.
Gonzaga men's basketball coach Mark Few was cited for DUI Monday night in Coeur d'Alene. The police report obtained by 4 News Now shows someone called in a Cadillac Escalade that was speeding and driving erratically through Dalton Gardens. Police say Few was behind the wheel and had a blood alcohol level of 0.12. He was cited for DUI but was not arrested. Coach Few addressed the incident in a statement. You can read that on KXLY.com.
If you need help with groceries, you can take advantage of the Second Harvest Mobile Market today. You can get free produce, meat, and shelf-stable foods while supplies last. It's happening today from 4 to 6 at the Northeast Community Center on a first-come, first-served basis. There is no ID required and no income restriction.
And coming up next on Good Morning America, Back to the Ballroom, Dancing with the Stars returns for season 30 in just 2 weeks. And Good Morning America is exclusively revealing which celebrities will compete for the Mirror Ball Trophy. All right, back with final check of the weather with Mark coming up after this.